After this, Revelation, I saw another angel, 8, coming down from heaven. He had after this, I saw another angel, illuminated, coming down from heaven. He had great mighty voice, and the earth was illuminated by his splendor. Is Babylon the Great. With a mighty voice, he shouted for demons. Fallen in a hut for fallen is Babylon the Great. And she has become a dwelling for demons. And a hut for every imprisoned spirit, detestable animal. A hut for every unclean bird. A hut for every unclean and detestable animal. The kings for all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adultery. Grew rich. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her. And the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxury. So that you will not then I heard another voice from heaven saying, so that you will not receive any of her, my people. So that you will not share in her sins. So that you will not receive any of her plagues. For her sins are poured out to heaven as she has given. And God has remembered her crimes for what she has done. Give back to her as she has given. From her, pay her back double for what she has done. Give her as pour her a double portion from her own glory and luxury. She gave her as much torment and grief. Her as the glory and luxury she gave herself. In her heart she boasts. I am not a widow. I sit enthroned as queen. I am not a widow. I will never mourn death, mourning, and in one day her plagues will overtake her. Consumed by fire, death, for mourning is the Lord, and famine judges her. She will be consumed by fire of the earth. For mighty is the Lord who judges her. And when the kings of the earth see the smoke of who committed adultery with her, they will weep and mourn and shout her luxury, terror. See the smoke of her burning. They will stand, they will weep and mourn over her, terrified at her torment. They will stand far off, you mighty city of Babylon. And woe, you're doomed. Woe to you, great city. You mighty city of Babylon. In 1 hour, you're doomed. Because no one buys their cargoes anymore. The merchants of the cargoes of gold will weep and mourn over her. Because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Fine cargoes of gold, purple, silver, precious stone, and pearls. Fine linen, purple, silk articles of scarlet ivory. Every sort of citron wood, and articles of every kind made of ivory. Cargoes of costly wood, and price of incense, and marble. And frankincense, cargoes of cinnamon, of wine and olive oil, spice of incense, of fine myrrh and wheat, and frankincense, and sheep of wine and olive oil, and carrots, of fine flour and wheat, and human beings, cattle, so and sheep, horses, and carriages, they will say, and human beings, their fruit sold as slaves is gone, they will say, from you. The fruit you longed and splendor for have vanished, is gone, never to be recovered. All your luxury and splendor have vanished, and gain never to be recovered. Will stand for the merchants who saw these things, her torment, and gain their wealth from her. Will stand for us, terrified at her torment. Woe to you! They will weep and mourn and cry out, fine linen. Woe, scarlet! Woe to you, the great city, precious stone, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, and glittering with gold, has been precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour, such great wealth has been brought to ruin by ship. The sailors, sea, and captain earn their living from the sea. All who travel by ship stand far off. The sailors and all who earn their living from the sea will stand far off. When they see the smoke, this great city of her burning, they will exclaim. And where's there ever a city like this great city? They will throw dust on their heads. Woe to you, great city! And with weeping and mourning, we'll all cry out. Ships on the sea. Woe! Became rich. Woe to you, great city! And we're all who had ships on the sea became rich through her wealth. Rejoice over her in 1 hour. Rejoice, she has been brought to ruin. Rejoice, apostles, rejoice over her, for God has judged her. Rejoice, you the people of God. Rejoice, apostles and prophets, for God has judged her with the judgment she imposed on you. The size of a large millstone, a mighty angel threw it into the sea, picked up a boulder, the size of a large millstone, the great city of Babylon, threw it into the sea, thrown down, and never to be found with such violence. The great city of Babylon will be thrown down, never to be found again. With the music of harpists and musicians, pipers and trumpeters will ever be found, will never be heard in you again. The sound of a millstone, no worker of any trade will ever be found in you again. Will never shine. The sound of a millstone, the voice of bright will never be heard in you again. Will never be heard. The light of a lamp will never shine in you again. When the world's empty, the voice of bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. Your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all the nations were led astray. In her was found the blood of prophets and of God's holy people, of all who have been slaughtered on the earth.